I know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm going to be rich. Who am I? I'm a 17-year-old entrepreneur who's been able to make around $3,000 online through online business. And I've been able to pocket a little under $500. And I'm going to give you guys 5 signs to also know if you guys are going to be rich. And if these apply to you, great. You know you're on your way to becoming rich, probably. And if you don't have them, then you can work towards fixing them. But anyway, the first sign is you watch this video to the end. This video is purposefully not edited. So only the people who are really serious, they get to the end, because most people have cooked attention spans. So if you can finish this to the end, is this engagement bait? Yes. But if you can finish it, it's still a great sign. Like, it's not a be all end all, but if you do, you probably are going to get further than most people. But moving on from that, second sign, and the real sign, is that you're actually excited to work towards your goals and getting rich. And when I say this, I don't just mean that I have fake enthusiasm. I mean, you genuinely wake up and as you work, you're absolving your work and you focus on doing that. Like, you enjoy doing the work. Like, you're putting in the work and you're like, wow, this is actually helping me. And it's what's in your mind. It also links to my third point. And I mean, not third point, third sign. And that third sign is that the only thing you think about, like the main focus of your mind, is your goals and getting rich. Like, if the only thing you think about all the time is your goals, getting rich, what you have to do to get rich. The thing is, like, people talk about manifestation, and honestly, a lot of it's just a lot of BS. But what I can tell you guys is that if you want to become someone rich or wealthy, it all starts in your mind. And the reason that 95% of people is it 95? Yeah. The reason 95% of people will never become rich is because they stop in their mind. They believe it's not possible. It all stems from your mind. If you believe something is real, or if you think about being rich, right, it constantly comes back to you in your mind. Like, you can even try to push it away, but it always comes back. You're always thinking about, how do I get rich? What do I do? What am I going to work towards or build so that I can make money? If that's all that you're thinking about all the time, it's going to translate in your actions, your thoughts, your beliefs. And over time, it's inevitably just going to become reality. Because from your thoughts, you create your actions, and your actions create your outcome. So if you want to be rich, like, that's a big thing. Just really working towards thinking about it. Like, focus on thinking about getting rich. And don't just stop there. Let the thoughts become actions. And once that happens, and you keep doing that loop, it's only a matter of time. And that brings me to my fourth sign. And this one's a bit of a curveball, right? But it's that you have a history in competitive gaming. Stay with me now, because I know you're going to be like, competitive gaming, but you got to hear me out. Okay, hear me out. The reason I say this is because people who play competitive games have a lot of the traits that you require to become an entrepreneur. Like, you're competitive. Like, you got to be able to deal with competing with others. So if you play ranked games like, I don't know, Apex, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say, like, things like Valorant, Rainbow Six Siege, just anything with a rank system, you're already used to competition. Like, you set goals for yourself. Like, you want to reach a certain rank. You're used to consistently working towards something. And what matters is that you can transmute what you've put into gaming into real life. Because you already have the core traits. You have the ambition to be better, the work ethic to improve. You keep coming back to it over and over again. And you're actually competitive as well. And business has a lot of those overlapping traits. But what it's done is it's hijacked a lot of the minds of young people, even me included. Like, I've been a victim of this, like, really. And for me, it's been like, wow, I've had all these traits of being, like, competitive and, like, wanting to be better and wanting to build something and wanting to be the best. And I've put that all into gaming because that's all I knew. But once I found out about business and I started moving towards that, it was like, wow, hold on. This stuff that I've been putting into gaming, it translates here. And this is what it was meant for. But because this is only what I've been exposed to, you get the point. I'm going on a tangent. But if you have a history in competitive gaming, it's going to help you a lot. You just have to learn how to transmute what you've put into gaming into business. And if you can keep doing that, bro, you're gonna be rich. And my final point, and that is, you don't give up. You know, all of this stuff, it matters, but if you give up, it's for nothing. Like whether it's building a YouTube channel or building a business, posting content, like you can keep going over and over and over again. And there's this like common thing called the valley of despair. And it's like this period, it's like a valley, right? And when you're in it, it's like, dang, I'm putting in all this work, I'm doing all this effort, and I'm seeing nothing. All my efforts are going to nothing. And what you don't see is that there's growth even in that valley. But it's very, very slow. And then one day, things click. And that's when things start to take off. And you get the whole appearance of an overnight success. But if you quit before then, nothing happens. No success. No overnight story. No waking up and being like, dang, all that work paid off. If you give up, like, sure, like if something's genuinely not working and you know for sure, it's probably smart to pivot. But if you've been working on something, you know it can work, but you're just tired, you feel annoyed, you feel frustrated, I'm going to encourage you to keep going. Because if you stop where you are as you're working towards becoming rich or like working towards your goals, and if you stop in that valley of despair, all of your work is for nothing. No one's going to care. Like, it's a sad world we live in, but you can put in all that effort and still have it amount to absolutely nothing. So I would advise that if you've been willing to sink in this much hours, this much time, this much of your life essentially into something, keep doing it, you know, keep pushing forward until you know for sure that something can't work. And you'd probably be surprised at the results you can produce. But hey, that's all for me. And yeah, if you have most of these signs, you have to stop worrying. You're probably going to be rich. But yeah, that's all from me. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. And if you stuck to the end of the video, that's great. You know, comment something interesting like spruce tree, just so I know. And comment as well, like what you guys are struggling with, what you guys are facing. I want to build a community of honestly real people. You know, people trying to become rich, the raw reality, the raw truth, unfiltered. So yeah, I don't got much more to say. Thanks for watching. God bless. If this is you, subscribe for the journey.